I'm Ching. I'm a cook, food writer, and self-confessed wokaholic. I'm back in one of the best foodie destinations on the planet, Hong Kong. Lee Kum-Kee have challenged me to find 10 of the coolest chefs in the city, from battle-tested wok masters to young guns shaking up the Hong Kong food scene. They've agreed to let me into their kitchens so I can get the lowdown on how they make their most delicious dishes. And of course, taste the amazing creations for myself.
Beautiful, just hot off the wok.
Walking around Hong Kong, it's easy to see why it's thought to have one of the best food scenes in the world. There's every kind of cuisine here to suit every kind of budget. But one area that it really excels in is fine dining. The city's jam-packed with Michelin-starred chefs creating edible works of art. One of these is Albert Kwok-Kyung. Leading the team at the ultra-luxurious Chinatang, he's the world's youngest 3 Michelin-starred chef. Starting his culinary career at age 14, Chef Albert worked in restaurants across China and Hong Kong to perfect his skills. His menu at Chinatang is filled with culinary influences from Beijing, Sichuan and Canton. Here, Chef Albert gets to inject new elements into traditional dishes to elevate them to something unexpected and spectacular. He's going to show me how to make his signature pan-fried cod fillet with smoked soybean crust.
So I'm with Chef Albert and he's going to show me how to make his signature pan-fried silver cod fillet with an apple smoked soybean crust, and it sounds absolutely amazing. So first, he's got a little bit of salt and a little bit of chicken powder. So he's just making like a very simple kind of marinade. So pure sesame oil, about a teaspoon. Some cornstarch slurry. That's just cornstarch with a little bit of water mixed in, and a small drop is just going to basically massage the cod fillet. And now Chef is going to steam that cod for 7 minutes. So while the fish is cooking, Chef is going to show me how to make the batter. He's got some plain flour, and then he's going to add some water, then a little bit of oil, vegetable oil. There's a small pinch of salt. You need to mix it in the same direction, and that really helps to bring the batter together. So slowly get any of the lumps out. Then you leave it at room temperature for 2 hours. So after 2 hours, this is what the batter looks like. So it's basically a yeast batter. So the fish is steamed, and now he's just working through that yeast batter and then just really smothering it over that beautiful cod fillet. Now next step is going to deep fry this to give it that crispiness. So the oil is hot and it's time to fry the fish. So in with the beautiful cod fillet. So you need to be really gentle with it. It needs to really lightly fry in that oil. This takes some real skill because that fish is really delicate. So while it's golden yellow in color, now's the time to lift it out. At this point, he increases the heat so any excess oil escapes, so it's not too greasy. The next step is going to fry the soybean paste. It is a fresh soybean paste that they've made themselves. Then in with some chili bean paste. And this is really spicy and aromatic. Next, some oyster sauce. Adding the oyster sauce will give it a salty flavor, a really sort of umami hit. Lastly, some premium soy sauce. So now that's cooked, so it's just taking that out. Next step is to fry that paste until it's nice and crispy. So a quick clean of the wok. So in with a good ladle full of oil. Then in with the paste. You need to keep stirring the bottom, otherwise the bottom gets burnt. So really it's a delicate dance. Perfect, that is done. So now we're ready to plate up. So that beautiful fillet goes on, and then that fragrant soybean crust. So you've got there some coriander, some spring onions finely chopped, and then some red pepper swirled. So the lid goes on, and our chef is going to inject apple wood smoke. This looks like it's something out of a science experiment. Wow, look at that. I'm going in. That's really crispy. Look at that crust. Oh my goodness. Is that a good mouthful? Oh my goodness. That cod fillet is beautifully tender and salty, like beautifully seasoned. That crust is so crunchy and it's so delicate. And yet that soybean on the top, that is a salty, crunchy, umami hit. and then that applewood smoke finishes it all. That is how you do 3 Michelin stars fish dish. Thank you, chef.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.